Can you see it? Can you see this shadow of a mustache I've been trying to grow for the past week or so? And I also haven't shaved my cheeks or my chin because, you know, I'm not a mustache guy, but I'm going as a certain character that has a mustache for Halloween coming up at the end of this month. So I'm going to continue to grow it. And I decided to kind of, you know, leave some of the beard on so that it wasn't real obvious that I had a mustache. So I think I'm going to shave that off and it's going to be real obvious that I got a cop mustache, you know, one of those 70s not Eric Estrada. He didn't have a mustache. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, it's time to shave, everybody. I'm just going to give myself a good old-fashioned Rockwell shave today. Got a feather blade in here, the Rockwell 6S, the stainless steel. The aftershave I'm going to use is something I concocted in a recent video. It's like cherry and menthol and some other stuff. Can't buy that in a store, folks. You can buy this in the store, though. Razor Rock synthetic brush. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. I love plastic see-through handled ones. I don't know why. I also like this blue one. You know, the Jolly Rancher. There's something about it. There you go, buddy. They should make little chess pieces out of tiny little brushes. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? All right. So we're going to shave that, and then we're going to use Carson's homemade peppermint shaving soap. He's the 14-year-old young man who is starting his own shaving channels, and he's going to try to sell some shave soap, and he sent me some stuff. He wants me to send him that cherry freeze that I absolutely did not like, and I'll probably will one of these days, Carson. It's all yours. I just, you know how I am about sending stuff out. It takes forever. There's several people still waiting on things all across the globe. They're like, well, I guess he's just not going to send it to me. Anyway, Carson, he's got a new shaving channel up. Here he is. And his new shaving channel is called Let's Shave, Shall We? So there's Carson, one of his videos. He's only got 2 subscribers right now, folks. That's not hardly enough. Let's Shave, Shall We? There he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend. So anyway, there's a link down below. Go subscribe. Let's see how many people we can get over there. Let's get 100. Let's get 100 today. You want to try? You want to? Okay. Did that for John Shaves 101 a little while back. Now he's getting a little big for his britches. I'm just kidding. All right, everybody. Let's shave. Let's shave all this stuff off. Let's keep this. And I got an update on this one, the old High Point. I talked to Andy at High Point about my concern about the little top piece that falls off sometimes if the magnets get jostled. Okay. I took a shower. I did my hair. I'm going to put some hot water up on these old whiskers. Can you see them? You can kind of see them because of the gray. Every year, there's more and more gray. The character I'm going as for Halloween does not have a gray mustache, but there's going to be some gray in his mustache this year. All right, so let's lather up in the bowl. Is this Tupperware or is it Ziploc? I think it's Ziploc. Ziploc brand. And this one I've been saving because it's my favorite. It's peppermint. He sent me the pine tar one and the what was the first one? I can't remember. But this one I've been saving for last because it's peppermint, and I love all things peppermint, Christmassy. This stuff seems really slick. I think I used this once before already, so let's see. Let's see. Smells fantastic. Smells like delicious peppermint. Brock's Starlight peppermint candies. That's the gold standard for those kind of, giveaway mints that you see at a restaurant as you're leaving, as you're paying. They have a little bowl of mints. If they're not Brock Starlight mints, they ain't peppermints. Now, they're okay. But there is a consistency and a quality of some giveaway peppermints that is that a thing in other parts of the world? Do they give you a little, like a dish of candy, like either peppermints or, chocolate with peppermint inside? Sometimes, usually it's free. They have little key lime mints that look the same that at the end of a restaurant you're leaving, and there's just a nice bowl and something, to pop in your mouth as you're walking to the car. Do they do that in other parts of the world? I don't know. Let me know, won't you? I know there's lots of people out there that live in other parts of the world. Okay, I remembered not to shave this part. I should let the mustache do the droopy John Lennon thing, and maybe I'll do that today. It's been kind of like a little miniature no-shave November, but guess what? I'm shaving. It's shave it all October. I know I've said this before. I do like the way I look with facial hair, but my skin now cannot take it. It just gets so itchy and red. And I know you can use, beard oils and beard balms and that stuff. I just don't want to do that. It's just so greasy. I don't like it. They work. I just don't like it. So, doesn't work for me. But I'm sure there's lots of people that love it. Oh, I just wanted to get the Rockwell out with a brand new feather blade in it and just cut down this like few days of whiskery growth. Nothing crazy. We're not talking ZZ Top here, folks. But it's more than I like. I should keep a soul patch. I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep a little soul patch. I'm going to try to take away from the mustache, because I'm not a mustache guy. I don't think I look good in mustaches. I look good in beards, and goatees are fine, but I feel like the goatee for me was so 90s. Like, I had facial hair for a better part of 14 years. I had a beard, not a thin beard. I don't like, it doesn't grow. In the 90s, those big giant beards like you see today, those Civil War beards with a bird nesting in it, those were not popular. Those were something from like the Civil War era. So I had the normal thin, trim, I guess you'd call it a Van Dyke style beard, I guess, but that's a goatee. I don't know. What do I know? I'm into shaving it off, folks, not talking about it and naming it. So let's shave it off. Well, most of it. So I talked to, this is going back to the high proof razor, the single-edged one. It's the Kickstarter. Hopefully they're selling a bunch of them. And Andy told me in an email, he said, the only complaint that we've got is that the price seems too high. And I got that in a lot of comments, and I agree. I feel like it's too high. I feel like $95 is a bit much. But having said that and put that aside, okay, now we've got the $100 and we want to buy this thing. And the only concern I had was this magnetic top flying off and being lost, because if you don't have that, you can't shave. This is no good. This is good. So what they said was, he emailed me and said, thank you for the video, and he said they have a 100% lifetime guarantee. And what that means, and he said it in no uncertain terms, if you lose that little bit, they'll send you another one for free. So you don't have to, that is now gone. The worry that I had, the only worry I had, holding that thing in there is now gone, because you can just get another one. I wish they would send one with the initial one, just so you have two. But that is nice to know that for the life of your razor and the life of their company, you'll be able to get a free cap if you somehow lose yours in the luggage or something, So there you go. So thank you, Andy, for clearing that up. And I wanted to share that with all of you. Oh. Can you kind of see it? Ooh. Oh, that makes me look weird. Oh, boy, I've got the little soul patch kind of, but you can't really see it. Oh, man. All right. And the character I'm going as has a very thin, like a pencil thin mustache. Let's shave. Let's go for a second round here. Hey, Carson, this is some really good stuff. It feels good. It lathers well. It feels slick. It feels nice and smooth. It's got a good consistency to it. So you're on the right track. So go over there to Carson's channel. Help the man out. He's a young man. Man, like I said, I admire anybody who gets out there and really does something. He's making shaving soaps. He's got a YouTube channel. He's only 14. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. You know what I was doing? I was like going to the mall, bugging my mom to, take me to Dairy Queen or something. So good on you, Carson. Go over there. What was it? Let's shave, shall we? I'll put the link down below. All right, second pass across the grain. Oh, we have a shout out too. Speaking of Halloween costumes. So I can't remember what his whole comment was, but Phil Wampler, you said that you were going to have like a Sinatra Lennon kind of night on Halloween. And he said he was going to, jokingly, of course, he said he was going to, I don't remember how he was going to do it, but he was going to dress up as Sinatra Lennon and sit out on his front porch and probably hand out this stuff. I don't know. Wouldn't that be great if I had like a huge bag of these things and whoever came to my front door got a little miniature Barbasol? Oh, I would love that. Those are, that little Barbasol comes from those little toy, it's a ball, it's all miniature brands, whatever I can't remember the name of it. You can actually buy them at Walmart and Target here in the States. But yeah, it's just like little toys that look like just miniature versions of normal brands that you see. So that's what that is. If you want to get one for yourself, I bought that off eBay a long time ago. You can just buy it by itself because the little toy you buy is a mystery. You don't know if you're going to get it or not. So people have opened those up and parsed them out and sell them individually as like, $3 or $4 a pop. Here's what I would love. I would love if they made little chocolates in this shape, and then you unwrapped it and there's a little chocolate. Woo! I like it. Just some little food for thought out there, Barbasol. If you're into if you want to, get into making chocolates shaped like your shaving cream cans, there is a market out there for it, and that market is me. So, not a big market. So what is this, Friday? Yeah, Friday, middle of October. I hope you're all gearing up for your spooky fun if you live here in the States. I was listening to a podcast, and from what I understand, they don't do much trick-or-treating or Halloween kind of stuff over there in the UK. How is it in other parts of the world? I feel like this is the international question and answer episode where I just ask you, international viewers, what's it like where you live? How you doing? You doing all right? I hope so. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. I had my physical, got all my blood work done. Everything's great. The cholesterol is slightly elevated, but not treatable. The blood pressure is slightly elevated. Everything else looks good. So fingers crossed. Good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. I'll be able to keep making shaving videos for another 100 years. Maybe not that long. Maybe that's a bit... Okay, third pass, and I'm feeling clean. I'm feeling good. I don't think my skin is broke out from those few days of having whiskers all over my face. But man, there's some weeks, I don't know if it's the temperature outside, because it's been slightly cooler here. I mean, we did have a 95 degree Fahrenheit day yesterday, which, what's that, about 42 Celsius or something like that. So it's pretty warm. But then today it cooled off, and next week it's going to get nice and cool for a couple of days before it goes up to 100 again. It won't be 100, but... All right. But sometimes, I don't know if it is the weather, but since it has been slightly cool, my skin did not break out. So... But then my skin also goes through these phases of being, feeling like it's really tough, and then other times where it feels like it's really tender. Why did I say it like a question? Really tender? Is your skin tender today, honey? Honey, how's your skin today? Is it tough or is it tender? It's a chicken tender. Oh, man. Yeah. It's one of those kind of days where I got off work. I walked to work. Walk through the University of Texas campus, see everybody doing their things. I explore the buildings. I went to the University of Texas. That's what this ring is, by the way. So unfortunately, to all the people that think that I went to the Texas A&M University, it looks a lot like it, but it's not. But I have a friend who's a professor at Texas A&M, and I had lots of friends that went there. So while our football rivalry, sadly, is over and done, yeah. Shout out to all my Aggie friends. And as a second-generation Longhorn, it hurts me to say this, but Giga Aggies. Oh, man. You know, a little runny nose. Goodness. Maybe I breathed in some, shaving cream on accident. Or maybe it was a physical reaction to me saying what I just said. No! You can't root for that team. You're a Longhorn. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't care about that stuff anymore, really. I do have my teams that I like, but I'm not crazy about it, They have there's an Irish pub nearby. It's a chain, but it's an Irish pub, and they have the football games on, soccer games. And the other day they had the Liverpool football club game, and everybody was there dressed up in their black and red and everything. So, and even though I don't follow football/soccer, since I'm such a Beatle fan, I don't want to say that I'm a Liverpool. I don't have a football club that I am a fan of, but if I had to choose, it would certainly be... I can't say. I don't want to alienate my fans. No way, man. All right. Because I really don't have one. I don't really. Although the Austin Verde, we got a football club here in Austin. We sure do. They just built us a whole soccer stadium. Okay, get the problem areas. And then I'll spritz myself down with my little homemade cherry bomb spray. And then we'll be done. We're done. You can't really see the soul patch. Man, I kind of look like my grandpa or something. You ever catch yourself, as you get older, you'll catch yourself looking more like, well, first your father or your mother, and then you'll look like your grandpa, and that's a real wake up, folks. Okay. What's today? October 14th? Halfway through. Almost Halloween. Almost All Hallows Eve. I feel like I've been extra silly today. What the heck? I don't know. But that's good. That's a good thing. So we shouted out Phil Wampler, who's going to Sinatra Leonard for Halloween, just on his front porch. Bring some famous grouse scotch to complete that one. And Carson, good job on this. That's some good stuff. I think that's your best out of all three that you sent me, the peppermint one. So whatever you did for that, add other scents. Okay? Very good. And go subscribe to his channel, Let's Shave, Shall We? We got some cool stuff coming up. We got... I'm going to revisit the Philips One Touch because this Chinese company sent me an attachment that goes on it, and they sent me the One Touch, so we'll be doing that sometime soon. I got some shavettes that I'm really putting off because I'm not good with shavettes. And then a gentleman who's a big World War II fan said, somehow we got talking about World War II stuff, maybe it was the Barbasol, and he said, you should try looking up these 1940s World War II vintage Bakelite razors called Clicks. And I looked online and I found one. I didn't get one of the military issued one that comes in a Bakelite box. I got this one. Look at this. It's a Bakelite, which was the first like commercially available plastic. So this is from the 1940s. Look at that. And it's got some blades in it. And it's got this groovy looking box. It was only $10. So thanks. I'm going to read some more about Clicks and before we do one about this. And we'll talk about the old Clicks razor. So we got lots of good stuff coming up. And go back that Kickstarter if you haven't already. High proof with a 100% lifetime guarantee. If you lose that little thing, you'll get another one. And they're being so nice. You know what they're doing? They're sending Papa Sinatra one of these with an engraving on it. So very cool. Thank you all. Thanks to everybody over there. Thanks to Carson, Phil, all of you, everybody, all the Phils, all the number ones. And to everybody else. I appreciate you watching these videos, leaving comments, and there we go. Now we're done. Ooh, that burned a little bit. Lots of good alcohol in here, menthol and cherry flavor. Now I got all squinty-eyed. Oof. I'm gonna get out of here with my cool, groovy, creepo mustache and go get dressed and get on with the rest of my day. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon.